So our introductory lesson to grade 7 was how many loonies is 1 million worth? How many toonies? How many $100 bills? What is another name for 1 million?
So, if you had 1 million loonies, it would if you had 1 million loonies, it would equal to $1 million, because one loony equals to $1. So if you had 1 million loonies, it would be worth $1 million. If you had $1 million and divided them by 2, it would be equal to $500,000. So
why are you dividing it by 2?
Because toonie is worth $2.
Okay.
So we thought that we should divide it by 2.
So when you're dividing it by 2, what's another way of saying this?
So when you're dividing it by 2, it's like you're saying you're splitting the number in half. Because 2 is like half. So we know that if you did 1 million in half, it would be 500,000. So 500,000 times 2 would be 1 million.
So this group here knew that half of a million was 500,000. Is there another number that you can cut in half that is similar to 1 million and then 500,000? It's not exactly the same number, but it's similar. So 9.
100.
And if you divide 100 by 2, you get?
50.
What's another number we can divide by 2 that's similar to what we just did? Amina?
100,000.
Divided by 2 is?
50,000.
Okay. Is there another number that follows the same pattern? There's a pattern here.
10,000.
Divided by
2 equals 5,000.
And there's one more. I had actually the answer that I had in my mind, the first number that came to my mind, nobody said it yet. Tahir.
10.
Divided by?
2 equals 5.
And that's the number that I chose. So 10 divided by 2 being 5 follows a pattern. Okay? I know you get intimidated by big numbers, unless they're in your bank account. You like that. But if you have big numbers, they're scary because there's a lot of zeros, there's a lot of ones, and there's a lot of other numbers, and it can get a little intimidating. But your strategy just showed us that you break the number down into something manageable, and you can figure out almost any question.
The next one for $100 bill, we thought of 10,000. The reason why, if you think about it, if you do 100,000 times 10, you get 1 million. And if you switch the 100 and the 10, you get 10,000 times 100, and that would also equal to 1 million. And for the last question, another name for 1 million, what we thought of was 1,000, 1,000. Because even if you look at the number, you see 3 zeros and 3 zeros, and we know that in 1,000 you have 1 and then 3 zeros. So if you have 2 sets of these, you'll get 1,000 and 1,000.
So let's show it. Let's show this answer. I like this one because my mind went to 1,000, 1,000s too. Here's a number place value block. This is 1,000. Okay, and he's saying that there's 1,000 of these in a million. Okay. Let's break this number down a bit because again, a million is big. We know there's 1,000 here. How else can we break this down? Knowing that. Okay, so let's share some ideas about how we can deconstruct this thousands cube and making it like saying it in another way.
Okay.
So what makes 1,000? You said 110s?
Yep.
Okay.
And 10 hundreds.
10 hundreds?
And 5 200s.
What else can she add to this then? I like how she went 5 200s because that actually ties in with the previous question. So and I think you just ran out of time to finish this. Taha, what else can she add? She did 110s and 10 100s. If she has 5 200s, what could follow? 205s. Okay, so there's 200, and I'm going to follow your strategy here. Is there another way now that we can add to this?
110s.
Well, you do have 100 tens.
Um,
Is there something else?
1,000.
So you got
1,000
1,000 ones, and whatever this guy is, 1,000. Okay. So if you see here, you have a pattern. Okay. And it's the same thing that you said here. There's a pattern here. You did 1,000 1,000s. What's another way of saying a million then? If it's 1,000 1,000s, which would kind of fall in the middle, what's another way?
So million is 1 million, like 1 million.
Okay, 1. I'm going to use the multiplication instead. 1 million. What else can we say now? Let's add to this. If it's 1 million, let's make a pattern.
10,000.
There we go. I like this. So 10 100,000s. And then what's next?
110,000.
110,000s. And then your answer right here, 1,000. 1,000. And then what's next?
To 500,000.
Let's follow this pattern right here. Ali.
10,000.
10,000 what? 10,000 hundreds? What's next? What's next? Should see a pattern, Julisse.
100,000 times 10.
And then, believe there's one more. What would it be?
1 million times 10.
There you go. So when it comes to another way of saying a million, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 different answers. And then when you guys talked about the toonies, you said 2 times 500,000. And then what would another way be? If we have 2 times 500,000, what would be the other way of doing it?
500,000.
Right, 500,000 times 2. So there you go. This is how you would present this. So now if you take this block, and I take, how many of these did we say we need for the thousands? One of these. How many of these do we need to make this? How many do we need?
10.
So we take 1, 2, I got 2 more, 4, 2 more, 6, 8, and 10. If you see these, they're exactly the same now. Okay? This is why, if we identify a pattern, it becomes easier.
I have another pattern.
Go for it.
So if you have 1 million,
Yes.
at the end you take that take out a 0, you
Yep.
get 100,000, you take another 0, you get 10,000, take another 0, you get 1,000.
Right.
You still get 100, 10, and then 1.
And then this follows something else. This follows our money system, right? Dollar bill, $10 bill, $100 bill. $1,000 bill doesn't exist anymore. Okay? So these place value patterns are everywhere in our lives. Okay?